Hello, my name's Danette Peterson, and I want to tell you a story about the long process I had to go through from getting out of my car at the airport all the way until the time it took me to fly off. So first I was home and I had to drive all the way to the airport. When I finally got to the airport, I had to park in the parking garage because I had to leave my car overnight because I wasn't going to be back. I was going on the flight. So when I got in to the airport, I had to go up the escalators, and then I had to go to the ticket counter to buy my ticket. So I was patient waiting in line, and finally when I got up to the front, I got my tickets and I explained where I wanted to go and everything. After I got my tickets, I saw a sign saying to follow to go to the gates. I had to go to gate 3. So I started following, and takes you down these extensive hallways with lots of turns. The building's full of all sorts of turns and confusion. Well, but anyways, so I followed the hallways down, and I arrived at the metal detectors. So I had to make sure that I took off my shoes, put them in a box, take off my jewelry, coins, hair clips, anything that would set off the metal detector I had to take off and put into these bins before I could walk through. After I went through, I got all my things back on and I could continue on my way to gate 3. So I got there and I was sitting and waiting for them to call me in. So I was watching the lady, waiting for her to say something, trying to read her lips to know if it was my turn. All of a sudden, there was a line that started to form, and I was like, okay, let's get into this line. So I got into the line, and I'm waiting, and finally it was my turn, and the lady told me, no, you're in the wrong line. You can't go yet. Hold on. Wait over there. We'll let you know when it's your turn to go through. So I was sitting, and I was waiting. Finally, I got onto the airplane, and I was sitting there, and I love to travel, but I tried to go first class, and I was deaf, and it was just very complicated to finally go off on the airplane. So many steps to go through.